Hello guys, welcome to this video. Today we are going to look at a case law. The case that we are going to look at is the case of Hazell versus Hammersmith and Fulham LBC. Before we start, let us look at the context of the case. So we have Hazell. Hazell is the appellant, who is also the local district auditor. Hammersmith is a local authority in Greater London, and also Fulham is a local authority. So this case revolved on what? So the key issue in the case was it right for local authorities to enter into interest swap arrangements? And now, without further ado, let us look at the details of the case. 2AC, under the Local Authorities Act of 1972, declared that local authorities had no power to engage in interest rate swap agreements because they were beyond the council's borrowing powers, and that all the contracts were void. Under the Local Authorities Act 1972, the local authorities had the power to borrow, and certain local authorities entered swap transactions to hedge their exposure to fluctuations in interest rates and on these loans. A leading commerce, that is Silk, had advised that a rate swap undertaken as part of the proper management of council's fund will be intraverse. So we see that this Silk, a commercial silk producer, is the one now advising the council to undertake these swap transactions. So most local authorities did this prudently and in small scale, but Hammersmith and Fulham went to town. They had 6 billion code in notion, all on the same side of the market. By the time the local district auditor Tony Hazell trigged and sought court review of enforceability of the contract and joined the banks as co-defendants. So here is the judgment. It got to the House of Lords. Lord Templeman found the various swap fell into various categories. So now, having almost immediately stated that all swaps were, in his view, conceptually the same as the types of swap which banks had admitted were unlawful, Lord Templeman then explored the limits of the powers of the local authorities under the Local Government Act 1972. Again, cutting the chase, he said, in the result, I am of the opinion that a local authority has no power to enter into swap transaction, which effectively means that the local authorities committed ultra vires by entering into swap arrangements in a bid to hedge interest on loans. So this is an example of ultra vires case. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, and